Hello everyone, just want to have a quick chat and talk through the visual display image and what each different symbol and stuff means. So yeah, the first thing you can see then is this image of the number. This scales across 0 to 99, 99 being the most conductive and then 1 being the least conductive. So what we'll talk about now then, I'll bring up another image then of the typical target examples. So there you go. Up there first then is very low conductor, that's 1 to 19. They're like your small hammered coins, your really thin bits of foil, really thin bits of copper, basically anything that's super thin, not just hammered coins like what's in the manual. And you've got 20 to 59, they're your low conductors. These are your small coins, rings and pull tabs also fall within this range as well. Then you've got 60 to 89. These are the high conductors, these are the mid-sized coins, and then you've got 90 to 99, these are your big chunky old silver coins, and other stuff can obviously fall in between these numbers as well, but that's just as a ballpark example. So we'll talk about multi-IQ quickly. So yeah, use it. You can use the single frequencies all you want, but this reduces the frequency range from 1 to 99 to 1 to 19. And it's not as good as separating, it's not as good as punching deeper. So yeah, definitely use the multi-frequency. It's an awesome bit of kit, and it'll get down deeper as well. So make sure your settings are kept to multi-frequency, which is the top left symbol you can see up there. Now I'll bring that up for you now. So what we're going to talk about now, I'm going to bring up the ID mapping. So you'll be able to see that in the background behind me. And then I'll sort of talk about it, but I'll bring up arrows in so you can have a good understanding of what each one means. So first then, the big centre line running across, I'll get an arrow pointer to that for you now. That is basically the conductivity line, and it scales from 0 to 99, 1 to 99. You want the stuff to be sat as close as possible, if not on that centre line, to be a good conductive target. One are super low conductors, which we already mentioned, then all the way to the right are super high conductors, which we've sort of spoke about right at the start. So then you've got a grey part at the top, a grey line at the bottom as well. They're sort of they're your ferrous lines. So anything within that is going to be iron or not a good target. So yeah, they'll come within that. Anything off the centre line but drag slightly down, okay, that's not in the grey area, but it's a bit lower, I will dig. If it starts dragging back up to the top, I'll probably ignore that. So you can see like the dots as well, the 3 dots and the sort of on the target trace, These are generated by how conductive they are. So if it's like a super conductive item, like a coin, it should come up as a really small circle, really dark. If it's less conductive, it might drag off the centre line slightly and be like slightly greyer. But basically anything that doesn't fall in that grey area, like dig it out. And yeah, that's the ID map explained, guys. Also then to add, and we'll talk about the discrimination patterns as well. So they're the lines running vertically. So you've got the lines running horizontally, which are the preset discrimination. And they're for basically the bad targets, the iron and stuff. But you can also set like the vertical ones coming down. You can set that. It might pull up some if you put the trash reject settings out. If I'm on a super busy park, ring pulls in UK, the modern ones always fall in between 28 and 32. So if I'm in a super trash area, I'll always etch them out. But yeah, anything that falls in any of those grey vertical or horizontal lines won't be yours. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. A quick few minute chat on the sort of visual display image and all the stuff going on around it, so you have a better understanding. There's lots of experience detectorists go with with the horseshoe on, so everything's opened up so they can hear everything. I like, because I do live streams, I don't like the crackling noise all the time and all the rest of it. I have it set to pretty much Luke Van Ash's settings with a few tweaks that I've made on my YouTube posts. But yeah, any questions, please comment below in the comments box. Please like and subscribe, it really helps my channel out. Happy hunting, guys. Cheers.